Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Yeah, hello?
Yes, sir,
Can you hear me?
Ava speaking, sir. We can all hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Hello, Ashish?
Yes, sir. Can you hear?
Ashish?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello.
Sir, you have
Yeah.
not put your earphones.
Yeah, hello?
Hello. Can you
Hello?
hear us, sir?
Yeah. I'm coming. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I had forgotten to put my I had forgotten to put my this ear instruments. Yes. Now we are back in the saddle now. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. See, the provisions of the section 62 of the Evidence Act, which we dealt with primary evidence, because the court first preference is given to the primary evidence. Bring the original document. It is only if the original is not traceable, lost, or in the custody of somebody else, then you are allowed to lead secondary evidence, isn't it? Now, that is why you are required to file affidavit under the provisions of Order 11, Rule 13 CPC, that deals with the filing of the affidavit in form number 5 in Appendix C of the CPC. That we send that, no? The certain documents which are in possession, part 1, then part B, you object to produce the document on the ground of privileged document, or instructions given to your attorney for the purpose of drafting. They are privileged communication, they need not be disclosed. So that affidavit, along with this affidavit, then the protection of document is dealt also under Order 11, Order 11, Rule 14 में पढ़े आपने. It shall be lawful for the court at any time during the pendency of the suit to order protection. वो पढ़े आपने. So that protection is now during the evidence when the commences. Now, Order 11 comes into play as a pre-trial stage. Then Order 13, Rule 1 is a trial stage, the commencement of a trial. That is exactly the commencement of a trial. So, the original document produced करेंगे आप, then the court will tell the other side. Both the parties are required to file. Plaintiff will file his document, defendant will file his document. Isn't it? Then both the parties must have taken inspection. If they are not taken inspection, they can take inspection. So at the time, then when you give that, you may take up the plea that here document number A is a power of attorney. Power of attorney, I have no objection. Document number B is a Xerox copy, I have objection. Then document number 3, 4, 5, 6, advocate letters, no objection because they are admitted documents, there is no dispute. Then in cases like we learned yesterday, in cases of a decree passed by the New York court, a foreign court, which is sought to be challenged in India under the provisions of section 13, 14, 12, 13, 14 CPC, or a challenge to a foreign award, then you may take up the plea that here the judgment and decree is not in conformity with the provisions of section 86 padhe humne kal, isn't it? It must be a certified copy which must be obtained from the foreign court, New York court, and it must be authenticated from the Indian embassy in USA or a country. Then only the court may presume the document. Other you may record it, I have objection to the document. So your objection placed करने के बाद, because as a seasoned advocate, you come to know once you practice in the court of law, what document to object, what not to object, what are in his custody, what not in custody, relevant. So then the court passes this order. Now this is applicable to both CPC and CRPC. Now that provision in the CRPC, which I now read it to you, that the provisions of section 294 relating to documents. Now in the CPC, it is order 13, rule 1 to be read along with order 11, rule 13 and 14. Okay. So these are the documents that the court, कोई आवाज कर रहे हैं? नहीं. Then now rejection comes into play. Then order 13, rule 3, or impounding a document. When the court may impound a document, that is see order 13, rule 8 के अंदर. When I mentioned to you, when the document is not properly, not sufficiently stamped, insufficiently stamped document is not admissible in evidence. That you know that, no? Which section बताइए? Registration Act section 49, isn't it? And section 35 of the section 33 to 45 of the Stamp Act, Maharashtra Stamp Act, while teaching it to you. Then similarly, you will find that here. So this order with regard to impounding document, rejection of document, the court will see after hearing both the parties, then immediately take recourse to section 136. 136 is a section before the parties proceed to further cross-examine. So when you tender your examination chief, the court will ask the plaintiff to take oath. Whatever I have stated in the examination chief is true and correct to my knowledge, and it bears my signature. The contents are correct. Because note that here, the contents must be examined before the, it is not just a document itself. I pointed out to you yesterday a section in the Evidence Act. The contents must be proved. The contents of a document must be proved. The signature must be proved. Without the proof of signature, the document will come out. That is section 67. Please remind you. When you are asked to signature and handwriting of a person alleged to a signed and written document. Please remember this. Whenever you produce a document, your client, you tell him that here, yes, the plaint is signed by me, verified by me, the contents are correct. It is my signature. Or will be agar mention करेंगे आप, yes, the testator had called me and Mr. my friend or his friend to be witnesses to his will. We went on so and so date and so time. Testator was present. In the presence of each other, mean testator, myself and the other witness, we have signed it. So in the court of law, when a will is sought to be produced for execution, when you want to apply for probate, you are required to bring only one attesting witness. That is the language of section 68 of the Evidence Act. एक ही witness को बुलाइए. One witness is sufficient, but his signature must be proved under 67. Similarly, all documents. It is not
So what
only
happens if both the witnesses are dead?
If both the witnesses are dead, I have given you the procedure under section 69 and 70, 71 of the Evidence Act. Proof, the section 69 खोलिए आप. Proof where no attesting witnesses are found. If no attesting witnesses are to be found, or document purported to have been executed in the US, it must be proved that attesting one of the witnesses, at least in so and so writing, signature of the person executing, or so and so. So you may examine any of the family members. You may examine his wife, his son, daughter. Yes, we are familiar with the signature of my husband, my father. Yes, it appears to be his signature. Yes, my father had gone, he told me. Then see section 70, admission of execution by a party to at least. If the other side is contesting, not disputing, you don't require. Then 71, proof when attesting witness denies execution. So 69 deals with a situation where the witness is not found or dead and gone. 70 deals with a case of admission. Section 70 should be read along with Section 58. Admitted fact need not be proved. 71 is a situation where the attesting witness takes a somersault. He becomes dishonest. For A reason, B reason, he has been induced by the other side against you. He will say, I deny my execution. Then if the attesting witness denies or does not recollect the execution of document, the execution may be proved by other evidence. Other evidence, for example, at the time, at the house of the testator, his maid servants not present. You may examine the maid servant. Yes, my Sahib was becomes very old. He had told me to invite his two friends. I called up to them. They arranged. They signed it. I was also there. They were signing. That can be one of the evidence. So Evidence Act is not shutting your evidence totally. There are so many windows are open. You may lead primary evidence, secondary evidence. You may lead the presumptive evidence. You may lead extrinsic evidence. You may lead even hearsay evidence at times when admissible in certain cases. Or this is the evidence of a person, somebody seen it. Under Section 6 of the Evidence Act, we'll learn tomorrow. Res geste evidence. Of course, you are not directly, you are not a person. You heard somebody stating, yes. Maro, pakdo, pakdo. I heard this. People were shouting, 10 people. So these are the cries. Suppose in many cases happens, the husband is stabbing his wife, a small child crying inside the room. Mar diya, mother ko mar diya, mummy mar gayi. The neighbors are hearing the cries. Darwaza band hai. The neighbor may take up the plea that yes, we heard at the time there was a commotion going on. We heard the daughter shouting, crying, ke mara, mara, mara. So those cries becomes, this shouting and any of the neighbors hearing also becomes evidence. It's a beautiful act. So that is under section we'll take you through. So this is the stage.
But that's not directly, Nasa. It says hearsay is not evidence.
So-
Doesn't it fall under hearsay?
Yes. It's a
Sir-
hearsay evidence is not admissible,
Sir?
but it is if it is forming part of the same transaction.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, boliye.
Sir,
Ji,
the case that you have said, the neighbors will be counted as evidence, but wouldn't it be circumstantial evidence because they didn't view the killing or the hitting of the mother?
Yes, exactly. All this res geste evidence is all circumstantial evidence.
So it
This
wouldn't be. So
Yes,
it wouldn't
yes.
be. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I wanted to clear. I'm Ava, sir.
Yeah, अब section 6 से लेकर 55 से मिलेंगे ना आप,
Yes,
you
sir.
have a right to read circumstantial evidence, and in tomorrow's or maybe after 2-3 lectures I will tell you what is the meaning of circumstantial evidence, what kind of hypothesis is required, how many links are required, and how the court proves it, how the foundation is laid down, and how the courts are approving it. Oh, that's a big lecture. It will take 2-3 lectures. I will take it sometime. But today,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
at the moment, and the fundamentals ABCD of the Evidence Act, elementary aspect. First, you must know you must have your foundation. Today, we are laying your foundation stone. Your foundation strong hoega, to tomorrow building will be strong in the court. So this is the stage when after the framing of the issues, before the framing of the issue, you tender this document before the court. A document, the court has a right to ask the court will tell the parties you are accepting or rejecting. Okay? Rejection and admission order is passed under the provisions of Order 13, Rule 3, CPC, read with Section 136 of the Evidence Act, also read with Section 294. Please remember these 3 sections very well for admissibility of the documents before the court. Whether the documents tendered should be taken on record or not. Whether admission and denial ke liye. These are admission denial. Just because the other side has not denied not giving you permission, you have a right to lead your evidence in many of the ways explained by the Evidence Act from section 5 से लेकर 55 के अंदर. Okay, that is the court में एक बार. Then I told you the court may impound a document because certain statutory laws tell you that here the document must be sufficiently stamped. That is the Indian Registration Act, section 18 में पढ़े आपने, 1718. Document must be registered. The non-registration consequences are given under section 49. Huh? If a document is unregistered, it cannot be received in evidence. मालूम है ना आपको? और बताया था आपको मैं when we took the CPC lecture. So when the document is not sufficiently stamped, and then the court has a right to impound the document. Impound मतलब will take it in from the custody. Original document आपसे छीन लेगी court.
So and that won't be returned?
No, I'll tell you the procedure. The Protonotary Senior Master High Court Bombay will take it, or the court will direct the Protonotary Senior Master to take the original document, and the civil judges, registrar are told to take the document. Then the document will be sent to the collector under the Stamp Act. Collector is the authority in Maharashtra and India who adjudicates your stamp for adjudication. Section 31, 32 उसमें Bombay Stamp Act देखेंगे, उसमें provision है. He will direct you to pay the necessary stamp or penalty. Those 200 times penalty है उसकी. कितने? 200 times penalty. When you pay, then your stamp will be back. It can be received in evidence. Because unregistered document, you learned when in my earlier lectures, cannot be taken received evidence, but except in two circumstances. Namely, number one, when it is an agreement of sale, isn't it? An agreement of sale need not be registered. पढ़े ना आपने?
Yes,
Understood
sir.
anyone? No? Yes. Then second, you are allowed to lead evidence of collateral transaction, which is also unregistered. Collateral transactions are unregistered. So that is fine example. So when the document is impounded, collector के पास भेजते हैं adjudication के लिए. After he adjudicates the stamp duty, you pay the penalty. It is brought back to the civil court for consideration to admit the document, provided it is a relevant document. The Evidence Act does not allow every document to come on record. Any Tom, Dick and Harry cannot produce document. Documents must be number one, it must be related to the fact in issue. Number one, or it must be related to the other connected facts. Falling from section 6 से लेकर 55. If they don't fall within the ambit of section 6 to 55 of the Evidence Act relating to relevancy of the fact, the court will reject it. You must tell the court how you are connecting, then under what provisions of the Evidence Act you are submitting. Sometimes you also heard, you must have recently in the Rafale's cases and also in the American jurisdiction, you know that there's a doctrine called fruits of the poisonous tree. सुने आपने कभी?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is evidence collected illegally, if relevant, is admissible. Isn't it?
So, wiretapping is allowed, sir.
Yes. Tapping कर लिया आपने, मेरा lecture जाके गाना misuse किया कि वो somebody conversation of your neighbor, somebody else misuse कर, under the Telegraph Act, you are not supposed to do that. But even ban attempts you can do if you collect it, if it is material. Suppose, for example, under the Telegraph Act, you cannot tap anybody's phone. आप phone tapping करके conversation देखा, your neighbor was abusing you. बोले, abusing you also, he is phoning everybody, your friends, and taking names against you. तो आपने record कर लिया हो. It's an offense of defamation against your friend. So your friend cannot take up the plea that my evidence which is illegally taken cannot be used. But in the England and India, it is allowed. That I'll give you the authorities in that way. Income tax, in one of the cases which went to Supreme Court, that is
Sir, what happens when a passport is impounded, sir?
A passport
Is impounded by the court?
Yeah, if passport is impounded, if is it relevant for the evidence, for what purpose it is? It may be impounded, but why do you have to explain to the court what is the necessity for producing the passport? What are you seeking to prove, that you are a citizen of India or not citizen of India?
Usually it's so that people don't flee the country.
No, that is the reason, because that you have the accused person has to face trial. Okay, the accused person
Yes,
has to face trial. That is why his passport is suspended. But that is
Sir.
the yeah. Hello, Bolia.
Sir, one more question.
Yeah.
The evidences collected by private detective is can courts admit those
Yes,
evidences?
there is no bar under the CRPC. When you see the definition of investigation, it also includes private investigation. Section 2 पे आ जाइए आप CRPC का. There is no bar.
So another
When-
question.
yeah, one minute. Let me clear this question, please. This lady has a question. It's a very interesting question. You should know that. Yeah. Investigation. Please see the meaning of investigation. Section 2H पे आ जाइए आप. Investigation includes all proceedings under this code for the collection of evidence conducted by the police officer or by any person other than magistrate who is authorized by magistrate in this behalf. That means private detectives allowed here, isn't it? Do you agree
Yes,
with
sir.
me or?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then
Yes, sir.
open section 200 also. Your doubt will be clear here.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
So, Ava here,
Yes,
regarding
Ava.
private detectives,
Mm.
what if the private detective uses unlawful means like recordings or um, photographs without the knowledge of the person or videos? Would that be also admissible?
Yes, that is under the English as well as Indian system of law, Evidence Act. There is no bar provided that evidence is relevant.
But sir, wouldn't it be unlawful? Like
It
he's
may-
using unlawful means to get all of this.
it may be unlawful, but it is admissible. I am giving you some judgments of the Supreme Court on that, Moham, that you take down two judgments. That is, yes, yeah, 1971 Supreme Court check करो आप. 1925 Meghraj Palodia versus R.K. Birla. Number 2, we'll discuss these cases. 1974 Supreme Court, 348 Puranmal versus Director of Investigation. कुछ check कर लीजिए. Now it says that in India, as in UK, where the admissibility of evidence lies in relevancy unless there is an express or necessary prohibition in any law. Evidence obtained as a result of illegal search is not liable to be shut. That is what the Supreme Court said in 1974. But there is one provision in India we are having, NDPS Act. सुने आपने? Narcotic Drug Psychotropic Substance Act. पढ़े ना आपने?
Yes, sir.
Under that, there is Section 50. Section 50 के हिसाब से, if the officer, how search is to be conducted for collecting narcotic is, there must be a presence of a gazetted officer or magistrate. समझे ना आप? Section 50 to 54 खोलिए, NDPS Act. Anybody has got it? Please खोलिए. One such matter I had done in my junior
Open, sir.
days. Open section, yeah. Can you read Section 50? I am unable to read it here.
Yes, sir, I'll read it.
Illegally, yeah, padhiya.
Conditions under which search of persons shall be conducted.
Hmm.
When any officer duly authorized under Section 42 is about to search any person under the provisions of Section 41, Section 42, or Section 43, he shall, if
Hmm.
such a person so requires, take such person without unnecessary delay to the nearest gazetted officer of any
Ah.
of the departments mentioned in Section 42 of the near or to the nearest magistrate.
Hmm.
If such requisition is made, the officer may detain the person until he can bring him before the gazetted officer or the
Ah.
magistrate referred to in subsection 1.
Yes, this is one section which prohibits that you cannot conduct a search without the presence of a gazetted officer or a judicial magistrate. But during this search, अगर कोई illegal material निकला, contraband निकला, अफीम, चरस, गांजा निकला, which is 1 kilo, 2 kilo, the law says that that cannot be used against the accused person because you have contravened the provisions of the act. That for the judgment निकली जहाँ पे State of Delhi versus Ram Avatar's case 2011 Supreme Court 2699. I think I send it to you or not, just correct. 206, that is a Ram Avatar's case. You got it here? This is one specific judgment here on that point.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you may just please open and read it here. I will discuss next time. Now here, now the next section. Now the only prohibition which is condemned, mean the fruits of a poisonous tree, which is a doctrine of the U.S. law of evidence. In America, it excludes the illegally obtained evidence. It's not admissible in America. अभी Trump के matter में that a lot of things illegally obtained and you cannot use against him because that is called known as a fruits of poisonous tree. The term was used by Justice Felix Frankfurter first. That was in the case of एक judgment है US case का, it may be in report also, Nardone versus USA. NARDONE, देखो नेट के ऊपर खोलिए आप, Nardone versus USA by judgment delivered by Chief Justice Felix Frankfurter. He is the one who coined this expression, fruits of the poisonous tree doctrine under the US law. Of course, which was not later on approved to certain extent by Benjamin Cardozo in another cases. But the law stands in America that here you cannot receive it. उसी principle के ऊपर इंडिया में there are provisions like section 24, 25 and 26 relating to confession of the accused person made to the police officer forbidden. Confessions cannot be made.
They can be not used as evidence, no, sir. They can be made.
Yeah, they can be made. They cannot be used as evidence. And the police officer during the custodial confessions are made are illegal. Only confession made to a magistrate under 164 recorded are admissible, isn't it? But maybe a confession made to a doctor or nurse while a person is admitted and dying, that may be admitted under 32 of the Evidence Act. समझे ना आप? वो बता दो, I will deal with it when I'm dealing with it here.
Yes,
So
sir.
these are the only bar contained in Indian law is, according to me, that section 50 to 54 of the NDPS Act. There's a
Yes, sir.
statutory provision. Unless there's a statutory provision under the Evidence Act, CPC, CRPC, there is no bar. So illegally, suppose if you have tape recorded certain conversation of mine, where I made certain confession to other people of having taken bribe or having robbed your pen paper, that you can use against me. That is what exactly the Supreme Court in the case of R.M. Malkani versus State of Maharashtra opened this case of AIR 1973. R.M. Malkani was Mr. Malkani was the coroner of Bombay who demanded money from the doctor from famous hospital in South Bombay. कौन सी है metro के पास हो? The famous hospital, which is the famous hospital?
Bombay Hospital.
Yes, from the Bombay hospital, a doctor, patient unfortunately died under his hand for negligence. The complaint was lodged against him. The matter was referred to the coroner for investigation. Coroner साहब ऐसे निकले, he demanded bribe. Can you give me 20,000, 30,000 rupees to let you off? Oh, gentleman was smart. He recorded the conversation and then lodged a complaint with the police authorities, and then the gentleman was caught. Then he took up the plea, and that unfortunately that gentleman R.M. Malkani was the brother of a session judge in Bombay. You know, he died in while he was in prison. You read that section, that is AIR 1973. Open करें आशीष जरा, मिलेगा आपको. How tape record evidence is made applicable. He and also
It's open.
Nagri's. Yeah, that is the case you have to go through. When I'm dealing, I'll tell you. Even Nagri's case is also important. Nagri is also a gentleman, a landlord who demanded pagadi from his tenant, which you are not supposed to under the rent control legislation. Under the old act, section 18 May, it was prohibited. A landlord cannot demand rent for more than 3 months. If it demands pagadi or deposit, he can be arrested. So, what tape record hua evidence, the tenant was shrewd, caught it and got him arrested. Similarly, Malkani was arrested. So, the contention raised by the accused, by the other side, by the accused in both the cases, the tape record evidence has been illegally collected in violation of the provisions of which provision it is? In the provisions of the act, which is tape recording is coming. Yeah. So the evidence is illegal. But the court said, no, it may be illegally collected, but the evidence is relevant. Section 5, 6 to 55 deal with relevancy of evidence and not the whether it is illegal or legal. So the doctrine of the American doctrine doesn't apply here. The poisonous fruits of poisonous trees. Now recently the Supreme Court of India, you know that in Rafale's case, they admitted the editor of a Hindu, that is Mr. N. Ram, disclosed that here the government of India has purchased this machines, Rafale guns and all from the French company at 3 times more than what was earlier agreed. Isn't it? That you open up and you will come to know that this is a big disputed contentious matter between.
So then why no action was taken against with Radia tapes?
That is that you all have to see that. Certain matters, some people are lucky to escape. Some people get scot-free. Everybody is not arrested.
So
That is
in the US case, how was Nixon trapped? Wiretapping is it?
See, America has got a very, what do you call it, a vibrant democracy. Our democracy is good enough. We got a large democracy, but not a vibrant democracy. Most of the citizens are illiterate, you know. They are not in a position to know what is right or wrong. Our citizens are not in a position to exercise the right on account of various factors: illiteracy, poverty, dominance by parties, how they are confused. So it is not a system. Our laws are not implemented. Our constitution is a dead letter. How many constitutional rights are being performed? You know, how many people know their legal rights? How many people know their fundamental rights? Many of them don't know. So ours is the best constitution. I would say that we have a better constitution than the US constitution of all other countries, because we have borrowed good qualities of each and every country. Irish se mange humne. Our directive principles are from Canadian constitution. Our fundamental rights are from Bill of Rights, from the US constitution. We have borrowed from the Australian constitution. German constitution, we borrowed emergency provision. Excellent, everything. But implementation, we are very poor. Sorry to say that, because ours is not a very vibrant democracy, but it will happen. Ours is not a very mature democracy. That will happen slowly. So you may see the Radia case and Rafale tapes case. These are all illegally collected documents. The Supreme Court knows these are illegally collected. Some people are, if you are high and mighty, you are escaped. If you are an ordinary man, you are trapped. But they have the means to engage top lawyers and stall the proceeding. It happens in everywhere. Now even
So
Trump is.
one question about this illegally collected
Mm, mm,
evidences.
yeah,
So these evidences are acceptable in the court. That's right. But can
yeah.
the court take any action against the person who has collected it as it
That
is?
is that is a action can be taken under the different act, not under the this proceeding. So there is no bar. If you under the Telegraph Act, no, that under the Telegraph Act there's a bar. There's a minimum punishment is not a big one.
Okay,
Action
sir.
can be taken. Yes, definitely. If somebody intercepts your letters, suppose you are staying in a building, your neighbor is peeping into your letters, your privacy is being violated, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
You have right to
Yeah.
take action. But if the letter, suppose if he happens to be a landlord, he comes to know that you are a tenant having half a dozen premises in Bombay, Bangalore, Calcutta, he may sue you on those ground of admission. Huh? I have come to know this fact that he has got so many houses in Bombay, Calcutta, and Madras from his own letter, which I tapped and opened it. Something like that
Right,
can
sir.
be that
Right.
can be used against you because that is relevant to the issue. The landlord can file a suit for a declaration that I require the premises for my own use and occupation. I will suffer greater hardship. I don't have a house for my children who are of marriageable age, whereas the defendant has the luxury of having 6, 7 houses all throughout India and he's not vacating. He's a rich man. On his own admission, I took from his own letter. He is having houses. So you may produce the letter against you. But you may take action against him for different provision under the Telegraph Act, under the Postal Authorities Act. वो अलग चीज है. That may be minimum, that may be a sentence 6 months हो लेगा. He is happy that he got evidence against you. But the civil court will allow the evidence against you because it's a relevant piece of evidence. Like the case of a wife, I told you, collected the letter from husband pocket of his paramour, of his sweetheart, where she admit of that they both were in compromising position in a hotel room. It is come in admission. Oh, husband cannot flare up, husband or wife, whoever is there. They can, how you got the letter is immaterial. It is your letter. This is your admission. I am using against you. I illegally got it collected. Maybe I broke open your shelf. कुछ भी लिए हैं आप देखिए. How you got it immaterial? बोलिए.
So even hotel entries for that matter, right? Like not just letters, right?
Yes. Anything, if the hotel entries are relevant for proving a particular fact, suppose somebody was absconding, you may take up the plea that plea of alibi. I was not there. I mean, you may take up the plea that I was not in Bombay at the time of the crime of the offense. I was in Calcutta, Bangalore. So those entries you can show. Or you may other side may show that the entries are fabricated. It may be fabricated or duplicated, but they are relevant to the trial before the court because you are taken up the plea of alibi under section 11 of the Evidence Act, which is quite permissible. That we'll see deal with it. Okay? Any other question? और कुछ पूछना है? Before
So,
we
no action will be taken against you for illegally collecting the evidence.
not under the CPC or CRPC, maybe under the substantive provision. Telegraph Act के अंदर provision होगा, isn't it here?
Yes,
You may sue for damages, for violation of your right to privacy. Now using Puttaswamy judgment, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
You
So,
may claim damages under the law of tort. If there is no substantive provision, you go under the law, common law. Common law means the law of tort may claim damages. You suffered mental torture, agony, humiliation, and on account of this illegal act of tapping your paper or telephone, I should be paid compensation.
right, sir. So means
ji.
the other party should be taking the action, not the court, right?
Court will not take it. Court
Okay,
will
sir.
not take it. Court will be interested whether the contents are relevant. ले लो अंदर. So
Right.
these are some of the judgments I gave it to you, and we'll discuss some of them out.
Sure.
और क्या? Yeah. Now, yeah. Then come back to again section 5. Today we'll conclude section 5. And next requirement देख लीजिए आप. Section 6 कल जाएंगे हम लोग. Mean on next Monday. Now come to the explanation. Now so far you understood. Section 5 का first limb देख लिया हमने. That no other. That means evidence may be given in any suit or proceeding of the existent, non-existent of any fact in issue and of such other facts which are hereafter declared to be relevant and no other. So facts which are declared relevant are from section 6 to 55. We'll deal step by step. And no other may सीख लिए हमने अभी. Order 13 tells you cannot permit. Section 296 of 4 CRPC tells you, and 136 the code order. Now please see explanation. This section shall not enable any person to give evidence of a fact which he is disentitled to prove by any provisions of the law for the time being in force relating to civil procedure. This is very interesting. So under the code of civil procedure, you are not permitted to give evidence relating to certain documents which are not produced by you. Order 7, Rule 14, खोल लीजिए. Order 7, Rule 14, subclause 3. Yeah. Order 7, Rule 14, subclause 3. It says, a document which ought to be produced in the court by the plaintiff when plaintiff is presented to be entered in the list or added, annexed, but it is not produced, entered accordingly, shall not, without the leave of the court, be received in evidence on behalf of the hearing. समझे ना? यहाँ पे you are prevented. Now, similarly, you are prevented under the provisions of a order 14. Order 14 Rule 1A भी same है. Order 14 Rule 1A subclause 3 check कर लीजिए. So the earlier case में plaintiff could not produce it. Now in the second case, Order 8 Rule 1A subclause 3, if you check it up, that is, it says, a document which ought to be produced in court by the defendant under this rule but is not produced shall not, without the leave of the court, be received in evidence on this behalf at the hearing of the suit. So there's a bar here. You cannot, if you have been told to produce a document, not producing. Then similarly, दो हो गया. Then उसके बाद चेक करो CRPC के अंदर section 293 CRPC. Sorry, 297. Section 297 subclause 3. 297 में आ जाइए. Yeah. 297 subclause 3 says, the court may order any scandalous or irrelevant matter in the affidavit to be struck out or amended. So similarly, Order 13 Rule 3 के अंदर court will also not take your evidence, is irrelevant. So this is the meaning here. Where you are debarred. So under the provisions of Order 13 Rule 3, certain evidence is rejected. Order 4 में देखिए. Order 13 Rule 3. Then similarly under Order 13 Rule 8 में insufficient is stamp if you produce, it will be impounded. As good as your document is, you are not permitted to tender it. That is the bar also under the provisions of 49 of the Registration Act. Then order C, order 41, rule 27 check करें CPC का. Order 41. Order 41, rule 27 में it says the parties to an appeal shall not be entitled to produce additional evidence where the oral documentary evidence. So there's a bar unless and until you satisfy the grounds before the appellate court why you want to produce it. तो CRPC के अंदर ये 391 है. आप 391 चेक करेंगे आप मिलेगा 391 में similar provision है. We are correlating the CPC and CRPC here. Of course, 391 is a more friendly provision where the appellate court permits here. So CPC के अंदर there is a bar under 41(27). वो CRPC के अंदर 296 है मेरा ख्याल से. देखिए 296 अभी ये क्या नाम है. Yeah, 296 says evidence of a formal character. Then 297 में sub clause 3, the court may order scandalous irrelevant matter in the affidavit. So this is what you are doing. So you are not permitted to lead evidence or tender document containing scandalous irrelevant matter in the affidavit, which is permitted in the CRPC under section 297 में भी affidavit होता है, 296 में भी होता है, and 295 as well as 294. So this is the power with regard to rejection. So the very strict provision Indian, that is why the Indian Evidence Act is not applicable to tribunal. Tribunal के अंदर very liberal, justice, equity and good conscience. Any document you produce, they will take it on record. The civil court will scan each and every evidence and every document. You have to cross all the hurdles. The provisions of a CPC, CRPC जो mention किए हमने, order 13, order 14, 294, 136, ये hurdle के बाद ही admit होता है. Now you see the illustration.
Now,
after
before
the,
we proceed, one question.
हाँ
If
बोलिए.
party is relying upon certain documents and they have they are relying on some documents and they have already submitted the documents along with the plaint or along in the pleadings and they have nothing to give in evidence, then what can be done?
Yeah, under the provisions of the CPC, you know that order 6 के अंदर scandalous pleading to be struck off. पढ़े ना आपने हमने? Court has power to remove the pleadings which are scandalous. Order 6 में आ जाइए आपके. I'll point out.
Scandalous meaning in what relation?
गाली गलौज देना किसी को. You cannot scandalize anyone.
I'm not asking about that. Some if there is some tenant staying in some building and he has rendered that building very dirty and non-habitable condition. So somebody has taken.
That is the ground of eviction available to you. That is not scandalous.
Yes, but those photos and everything is already given with plaint itself or pleading. So when they call for evidences, कि produce करो आप अपना evidences, so party has nothing further to give in their contention. So,
but whatever you have mentioned in the plaint, you must go and depose in the court also, box के अंदर. And if the tenant has carried out repairs, you have to examine the architect, submit his report, because you are not expert in finding out क्या repair किया है, क्या repair नहीं किया है, isn't it? What is the age of the building?
The person applicant wants to establish the fact that he has rendered the flat in habitable condition.
How will you prove it? Are you an expert? You have to examine an expert. That is called an architect. You have to examine a structural engineer. समझे ना आप? That is
Okay.
why there is a provision for appointment of a commissioner under Order 39 Rule 7 and Order 26 Rule 9 में commissioner appoint कीजिए आप. And under Section 28 of the Rent Act में there is a provision for appointing a commissioner, court commissioner. Commissioner has to determine, court officer. He will elucidate the subject matter. As a tenant and lawyer, you are not an expert.
Only
He's-
photographs
Phot-
taken of
pho-
that dilapidated
photograph may be good evidence or bad evidence. It is only corroborative piece of evidence. क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
corroborative.
Corroborative. But the main direct evidence is of an architect. Now,
Okay.
first of all, you have to go and mention कि condition खराब है, ये photograph है. But you are not an expert. Your expert is an architect को खड़ा कीजिए.
Okay.
If you are a landlord, you should appoint a commissioner as an architect, your own architect. He will give a report. Yes, I have examined the building. I paid a visit. I found that the condition is deteriorated. It is not well maintained. And as a result of the repair, cracks have developed, damage. It will result in fall, deterioration. ये सब देना पड़ेगा. And he must go in the box and give evidence.
Okay.
Huh?
Even
That-
court can appoint
the-
commissioner for this
Court
purpose
will not suo motu appoint. You have to make application.
upon application.
Under Order 26 Rule 9 पढ़े हैं ना आपने? CPC भूल गए? Order 26 Rule 9 के अंदर you have to make application. Or there is one more provision. Order 39 Rule 7. Inspection of the premises by the court. वो
Yes.
Section 28 भी पढ़िए आप Rent Act का, Maharashtra Rent Control Act. There is a
Yes.
provision. Appoint a
Yes.
commissioner.
And what is the relevant provision in criminal this thing?
Criminal में भी there are criminal provision के अंदर there are commissions can be appointed by the magistrate, like for example to see what is the nuisance and going on, what is the commotion going on. Section 145 में पढ़िए, 144 orders are passing prohibitory. Even for recording evidence, the court can appoint a commissioner in CRPC. तो CRPC अभी आपने exam दिए, I'm sure you must not have forgotten. भूल गए?
No, sir.
अरे क्या भैया, you should.
Sir,
Ah.
the court will not take cognizance of superficial damage, no, sir?
Court will not take superficial damage, and you have to prove it. You have to lead evidence on your own. You must lead evidence on your own. And since you asked me what is the provision in CRPC for appointing a commissioner, you please open your CRPC. I will tell you right now. Hi, CRPC रखे ना आपने? बाजू में?
Yes, sir.
Then provision to 273 से शुरू होता है evidence आपका. Evidence of the mint is 292. देखो 284 चेक कर लो आप. Commissioner for examination of witnesses, commission. Section 284. I thought you will help me and tell me. अभी आप मुझे पूछ रहे हैं. Then I will charge you fees. Section 284 देख लिया आप, appointment of a commissioner. Then
Yes, sir.
CPC के अंदर Order 26 बेटा. Order 26 Rule 1 से लेकर 9 तक है commissioner. And also one more provision under the CPC for commission is 39 Rule 7 and supplemental power section 94 पढ़े आपने. Okay? CRPC
sir.
में 284. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Thank you.
या
Thank you.
नेक्स्ट आ जाइए. अभी है नेक्स्ट इलस्ट्रेशन पढ़ के बंद करेंगे आज. आज की कहानी बंद आफ्टर रीडिंग द इलस्ट्रेशन. नंबर 1, A is tried for murder of B by beating him with a club with the intention of causing his death. Now here A is tried for murder of B, beating him with the intent. Here intention is important. So यहाँ पे आदमी का मेंस रिया है ना इधर. What is his intention?
Guilty mind.
यहाँ पे motive, preparation, conduct आता है important. Section 8 का. There be then. Then at A's trial, following are in issue. So जब trial होता है, before the trial, the court frame charges. Issues mean charges in criminal law. So charges are issues. Number 1, A is beating B with a club. Then number 2, A is causing B death by such beating. Then number 3, A's intention to cause B's death. So you are permitted to lead evidence for a public prosecutor on these aspects. Number one, there are eyewitnesses who have seen A beating B. The neighbor, he has seen it. He brought club and immediately hammered him on his head and he collapsed. Then he may give evidence he did, and as a result of the collapse, B died. And we removed him to hospital, survive nahi kiya. The reason why he attacked him, killed him, because दोनों का dispute था बहुत दिनों से, property dispute. We are aware of it. So the direct witnesses are deposing before the court. So this is called fact in issue. The facts which are directly, which are the part and parcel of the charges in issue, this is what? Then you show the intention. So यहाँ पे beating club directly seen, evidence will come, direct evidence under section 5960 में आ गया है, direct evidence आ गया. Then causing death by such beating is on account of that is the reason for killing it here. That is the motive, preparation, conduct. Section 8 में check करेंगे आप. You will come to know when I am dealing with it. That is the reason. Motive, preparation, conduct. That is the reason. That is what you have to lead evidence. Then the defense will argue contrary by leading evidence. It has not happened. I never killed it, so and so. That's a different matter. Or I may be a person not in a fit condition. I was suffering from insanity or not knowing the nature of the offense. Or there was sudden grave provocation. All reasons देना पड़ेगा उसको. He will lead evidence. This is an example of fact in issues for section 5. Now second example is related to civil cases. You see, a suitor does not bring with him, suitor means plaintiff or defendant, does not bring with him and have in readiness for production at the first hearing the case a bond which he relies. He doesn't bring the bond. At the first hearing, you know that आपने पढ़े order under the provisions of order 10 CPC पढ़े आपने. At the first hearing mean at the date when court is framing issues. He doesn't bring the bond upon which you are seeking relief. You have filed a summary suit or a regular civil suit for recovery of money. When you don't bring, this section does not enable him to produce the bond or prove its content at a subsequent stage of the proceeding, otherwise than in accordance with condition prescribed in CPC. So order 7 rule 14(3) अभी पढ़े हमने, अभी पढ़े. Under order 7 rule 14 subclass 3, a plaintiff will not be permitted to lead evidence or produce document if he has not disclosed the same as per the provisions of order 7 rule 14 and filed the list. Similarly, the defendant will not be permitted to produce document or give evidence under order 8 rule 1A subclass 3 if he has not exhibited the documents to the written statement. Or if he wants to bring more document, he needs to take permission of the court under order 11 rule 4 permission देता है आपको for filing affidavit document. So there's a bar here. Why? Because this provision, the other side should not be taken by surprise. They are in a position to meet your defenses. They are in a position to prepare their defense to attack you. They should make preparation to meet your case. That the reason for transparency during judicial proceeding between the parties is that here each must know each other's case. Nobody should be taken up by surprise. The only document which you are forbidden, which you are entitled to save as a privileged document, is a document which is intended to be cross-examined, which is sought to be used for contradiction under section 145 of the Evidence Act. So please note, otherwise, all other document which you are relying upon, bond nahi leke aapne, you are filing a suit that I took a loan from you for 1 lakh. The original document is with you. You must prove the original document. ये मेरा signature है क्या prove करना पड़ेगा आपको. That is what the language of section 67 says that. mere document बोलेंगे मैंने पैसा दिया, मेरे पास bond है, मैं लाऊंगा नहीं, I won't bring it, but you give money to me. Not possible. So as a plaintiff, you must go in the box. Pursuant to a execution of the promissory note, I have loaned the defendant an amount of rupees 1 lakh, for which he executed a promissory note. The original is in my possession, copy with him. The original is signed by him along with 2 witnesses. This is his signature, and this is the content. The contents accrued. This is written in my favor. So the document is proved. Otherwise, you are debarred from proving it. So today's lecture, we are closing. Okay? Kafi time ho gaya abhi. Already we have taken for 2.5 hours. So I'm not coming tomorrow, Monday.